Good afternoon, I'm Kalisha Williams with the Midday News. Special welcome if you're watching on onespotmedia.com. As thousands prepare to ring in the new year, Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP Elan Powell is warning persons that special permits must be granted for the use of fireworks. He told a Jamaica Information Service think tank on Monday that, like any other event that you have, setting off fireworks requires written permits. He said permits are granted by the police in collaboration with the Jamaica Fire Brigade, the Health Department, and the Municipal Corporation. ACP Powell said an assessment would have to be done by the agencies, which will determine if fireworks can be set off at the requested location. The police say they will implement several measures to prevent lengthy traffic delays along the Palisades main road, which leads to the Norman Manley International Airport. No parking will be allowed along the right side of the Norman Manley Highway from the Harborview roundabout to the airport roundabout between 5 o'clock in the afternoon to midnight. Controlled parking will be allowed at designated locations on the left side only. Investigators are still trying to determine the cause of a fire which gutted the family-owned Richmond Hill guest house in Montego Bay, St. James last night. The building, which is said to be over 200 years old, has been a hotspot for tourists in St. James over the years. We have more in this report.
In the still of night, this poolside property, formerly a vantage point for visitors who wished to absorb the scenery of Montego Bay, transformed into ruins. Firefighters active on the scene, but nothing could be saved. Owners Grace Elmore and her mother had to watch helplessly as the place, which lit up faces of thousands of visitors over the years, went up in flames. They told us Richmond Hill Guest House was known for its rich history.
The house was built in 1804 by John Dewars of Dewars Scotch Whiskey, and all the furniture he left was all antiques. There we had a lot of Barrington Watson paintings, antique furniture. Everything is gone. The building itself is over 200 years old. We have a terracotta pot that was given to the owners, I guess, by King Fernando and Queen Isabella. That's all gone. So, and it's not that, but lots of memories, lots and lots of memories.
The family owned the property for over 60 years. And to make matters worse, they said the house was not insured.
No way of reclaiming any of this?
No, I don't think so. But we'll see the damage when daylight and when everything's cooled down.
When our news team arrived on the scene on Tuesday, firefighters were still on the ground, shifting through the rubble.
We received a call last night. The units from both stations, Iron Shore and Freeport, responded. Presently, the fire investigators are on the scene, and we are going through to see if we can ascertain as to what is the possible cause of this fire.
Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
With the ban on styrofoam set to come into effect tomorrow, several fast food operators have indicated they have already made plans for alternative food packaging. They say they had started phasing out styrofoam use ahead of the ban. Supervisor at Chicken and Things restaurant, Karun Johnson, says the entity has been experimenting with different packages to find suitable alternatives.
Well, we've been making preparations from we heard about the ban. We've been trying several other contents, but it's very difficult to find materials that can host the hot beverages, the hot meals, because some came in and when you put the hot meals in it, it melts. But so far, the transition is going okay because we really found something that is working for us, even though it's a bit pricey, but it's going smooth so far.
In the meantime, Government Senator Matthew Samuda says Jamaica must start having a renewed conversation about waste management in the next phase of improving environmental management. So far, a ban on single-use plastic items has been implemented to reduce their impact on the environment. But Mr. Samuda says banning the items is only the start.
We're taking a look at the entire waste stream, and overall renaissance has to take place with how we manage our waste in this country. There's some materials that need to not enter a waste stream, so we should never allow them to be consumed in the country. There are others that we have to determine how we're going to recycle and separate them and manage them properly. And there's some that we have to look at their impact on their water, on the water table, and how we're going to separate them. We have to look at how we collect waste. We have to look at our capacity to collect. But overall, what I'd say is this is the beginning of the beginning. It's not the beginning of the end.
And at this time, we go to a break, but stay with us. More stories right after these messages. Welcome back, and we're continuing the news. Farmers are again being urged to get registered with farmers associations in order to receive farm products and other items from the Rural Agricultural Development Authority. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Agriculture, J.C. Hutchinson, says distribution through farmers associations allows for greater accountability. He was speaking at a function in St. Elizabeth recently. The holiday season is over, but it was a day of giving in St. Elizabeth recently. 4,000 farmers received pineapple suckers at the Rada Parish office.
What you're seeing here is the offloading of what is to be about 80,000 suckers. We have here this morning 70,000 suckers, Minister. One container load as it comes from Costa Rica. The seal was broken right here.
It came on the heels of this advice from Mr. Hutchinson, who was speaking at the ceremony.
That I would like to see as many of you as possible getting yourself into farmers' organization. And that means whether the JAS, Benevolent Society, or PMOs, I would like to see you get yourself into an organization, or if you're not in one, I want you to form one in your area.
According to the minister, there are plans to distribute fertilizer to farmers in St. Elizabeth in a few weeks, but he told the farmers that there's the danger of biased decisions when distribution is left in the hands of one person.
Whereby this fertilizer is going to be distributed through farmers' organization.
Light and Power Company Jamaica Public Service is claiming a successful 2019 in relation to the installation of LED streetlights across the country. In a release on Monday, the company announced that the LED streetlight tally for 2019 has surpassed 65,000. It said this represents approximately 62% of the 105,000 streetlights across the island. It comes as part of the ongoing JPS Smart LED Streetlight project. The project is expected to continue into 2020 with projected LED installations estimated at 25,000 lights. The new LED streetlights are said to be more energy efficient and provide better lighting than the traditional lights which are being replaced. The project also provides smart controllers which enable remote control and monitoring, which better manages repairs when needed. The disciplinary hearing for the Pembroke Hall High School teacher who was caught on video threatening to harm a student has been postponed to next month. The hearing is now scheduled for January 30 and 31. Vice Chairman of the Board of Pembroke Hall High School, Anthony Williams, says the postponement was requested by the teacher's representative.
Her representative has asked for some time in order for them to prepare her case. We believe it was just and fair in the interest of natural justice to ensure that she got enough time to prepare her case. And the meeting has been adjourned for the 30th and the 31st of January 2020 at 11 o'clock.
The teacher applied for leave after the video went viral last month. Government data show that government revenues continue to outperform expectations up to the end of October. At the end of that month, the government had collected $4.4 billion more than it had budgeted for. But at the same time, spending in all areas fell below what was planned by $6.5 billion. And at this time, we go to sports. Despite being the overwhelming favorite to win the National Sportswoman of the Year award, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price says her nomination represents something even bigger for women in the sports. Jordan Ford has our National Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year awards preview this afternoon.
Having regained her World 100-meter title in Doha in September, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price is the overwhelming favorite to be named National Sportswoman of the Year. Her gold medal winning performance was the culmination of an outstanding season, which saw her win 6 of 8 100-meter finals contested during the year. And though many would have her as a shoo-in for the award, Fraser-Pryce wants her nomination to serve as motivation for all other women in sport.
I'm excited and honored to have been selected as one of the nominees for the Sportswoman of the Year. You know, women continue to excel in sports and we continue to push the barrier. You know, no, we are not limited, we are more, we can become more. And for me to be amongst female athletes that continue to thrive is an honor. So to be nominated is a huge honor. And I look forward to the event and congrats to all the ladies who were nominated. In our own right, we are all winners because for what it takes for us to compete, whether in the pool or on the track, it's a lot.
If Fraser-Pryce wins, it would be her 4th National Sportswoman of the Year title, having won it in 2012, 2013 and 2015. 9 women have been nominated for the award. The RJR Gleaner Group Sports Foundation National Sportsman and Sportswoman of the Year Awards Gala takes place on Friday, January 17 at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in Kingston, with live coverage on TVJ, TVJSN, OneSpotMedia.com and Hits 92 FM.
And that's the Midday News. I'm Kalisha Williams. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.